Alright, so Warrior. Town Crier. Very powerful card. 1 mana, 1/2. Just reasonable stats. Draw a card. 1 mana, 1/2, draw a card. That's crazy. 2 mana, 1/2, draw a card had to be nerfed back in the day. I don't think old school Novice Engineer would be quite as powerful now, but she still sees play. Even in her nerf state to this day. So, this isn't draw a card. I mean, it's draw a specific type of card. But if you're playing rush cards, like this card is just extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. Premium 1-drop. Yeah, probably the best 1-drop in the set, actually. You always gotta find. There's always one crazy 1-drop. You always gotta find it. I think this might be the guy. Red Band Wasp. 2 mana, 1/3 rush plus 3 attack while damage. The idea of this is that it's like anti-aggro. Like, assume you're always against Paladin forever. Okay, just assume, because that's actually not that unrealistic. This kills or removes the Divine Shield from their 1-drop and then leaves behind a 4/2 or a 4/1. That's not too bad, right? Ping a thing and leave a 4/2 for 2 mana. That's pretty good. The problem is that you're not always playing against Paladin. Paladin dominates the meta right now, and yet you're still not always playing against Paladin. And against everything else, this is just really bad. Like, it doesn't have... You really need to be preying upon, like, 1/1s and 2/1s. And if there's not enough of those spread out throughout the entire meta, then this isn't going to have targets and there's just better minions. So I think in a very specific situation, this is actually a pretty good 2-drop. But when are we going to see that situation? So the card's not that great. Warpath. This card is amazing. So it's 2 mana, deal 1 damage to all minions, or 4 mana, deal 2 damage to all minions, or 6 mana, deal 3 damage to all minions, or 8 mana, deal 4, or 10 mana, deal 5. And literally every single mode in which you can cast this is good and fairly costed. Literally every single one of those that I just said would be a playable card on its own. Some better than others, but they'd all be fine, and you get all of them in one card. This card's insane. It's just awesome. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I really love these really, like, creative, versatile new AoEs we're getting. Like Defile and stuff. Like, this is great. Is this better than Defile? Sometimes. Yeah, actually. Sometimes it's a lot worse. But sometimes it is better, yeah. I mean, apples and oranges, different classes. This card's just amazing. Woodcutter's Axe, 2 mana, 2/2. That's not great. Death Rattle, give a random friendly minion with Rush a +2/+1. That is great. So if you're playing Rush guys, this is good only if you're also able to kill minions with this. Now, are you able to kill minions with this? It's a meta concern, right? At the moment, not really. Against Paladins, yeah. You can swing into the Paladin minions and kill their stuff. But it's the problem with the Wasp, where not everybody's playing like a lot of 2-health minions, and a lot of times this isn't going to have targets. So you're just kind of like throwing the damage to their face, or trading too many times into like a 3/3 or something. Yeah, I don't know. But getting the +2/+1 on something that can come down and act immediately is extremely powerful. Like, Power Mace defined Mech Shaman back in the day. Like, the deck existed mostly because Power Mace was a card. And that was a 3 mana 3/2, give a dude +2/+2. So it's a bit better, but those weren't rush minions. So they couldn't do things immediately, right? Unless, I mean, sometimes they could. You have them stick and then you finish the charge and yeah. You know what I mean. I don't think this card's great, but I think it could be good in the right meta, in the right deck. Is that fair? I think that's fair. Yeah. Rabid Worgen, solid 3 mana 3/3 rush. So you play it kills like their 2/3. Let's say the meta is full of 2/3s. This is one where you don't want the meta to shift. So if the meta is full of 2/3s, you kill the thing and then you just stick and you're fine. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say there. It's just a good card. It's just a good card. If you need a 3-drop that can kill a dude and stick around, this is the guy. Militia Commander, same thing, but like kind of better. This is a 5/5. This is a 5/5 for 4. This is a 5/5 for 4. That's good. 5/5s are good for 4. Yeah, they're good. And it does stuff immediately. It kills a guy right away for 4. 5/5. This card is really good. This card is really good. Compare it to like Jade Lightning. Jade Lightning only does 4. It ignores taunt and it can go face, but it only does 4. This does 5. 5/5 for 4. And Jade Lightning in the early turns a lot of times would leave behind like a 1/1 or a 2/2. This leaves behind a 2 something. So like a 2/2, 2/3. Pretty reasonable. Yeah. Deal 5, summon a 2/2 or a 2/3 for 4. Yeah, card's great. Great removal spell. Looks like a minion, not great removal spell. Darius Crowley, also pretty solid. I don't. People don't seem to be seeing how this card can be good. But I don't know. I think this card's actually pretty good. 5 mana, 4/4 rush. You kill a dude, you get bigger. So you play it. It's not meant to win the game just because it's a legendary, right? It's removal and board control. So you play it, it kills something. A 4/4 can kill most things. And then he becomes a 6 something. That's the Paladin video. I'm sorry. I thought I could race it. Just for an idea of how far behind on the uploads I am. I'm trying to juggle some balls here. Yeah. So, become a 5 mana 6 something and kill something. That's good. Like, that's just good. Like, let's say you kill a 3/3, right? Or a 3/2 or something. You kill, like, Minstrel. Or, I don't know. Some 3 attack minion. There's a bunch in the meta. Pick them. So it becomes a 4/1 and then it becomes a 6/3. So 5 mana 6/3 deal, 3 or something. That's like a better fire elemental. This card's just good. And then they have to deal with it or he's going to kill something else and get bigger. It's like a Boogie Monster, and Boogie Monster is terrible, but Boogie Monster costs almost twice as much as this and couldn't attack immediately. So I get it. I get that we're still recovering from Boogie Monster existing, but this is not that. This is actually pretty good. This actually looks really good. And I'm looking forward to trying it. Festerroot Hulk. I butchered that name. I can't talk anymore. Festerroot Hulk. 5 mana 2/7 whenever a friendly minion attacks game +1 attack. Card's also just really good. Basically, if you attack with, like, you play it, you swing in with like 2 or 3 minions, you get a 5 mana 4/7 or a 5/7, which is either on curve or slightly above curve in each case. So that's pretty okay. And then the next turn, presumably they haven't killed everything, so you swing with another 2 or 3 minions, including this, and so it gets bigger again. So the idea is it's a 5 mana, like, Bitter Tide Hydra type effect. You could play a really big minion. This one just keeps getting bigger. They probably kill it before it gets too big. Yeah, it just gets big and scary and kills them. Frothing Berserker is better, but this goes in the deck that you put Frothing Berserker in already, right? So why not just have both? And then when they're recovering from your Frothing Berserker, getting big and hitting them in the face, you're already growing your Hulk, which is also going to come in and hit them in the face and try to finish the job. I mean, it's just solid. I don't know that there's going to be a deck like that in the meta right now, right? I don't really see that happening. I'm going to say that I don't see that happening. Like, this card doesn't give that a reason to exist, and I think, like, Paladin's better at doing that sort of thing. But just on its own as a card, this is just, it's just good. It's just good, and it fits into that style of deck, so cool. Deadly Arsenal. I don't know. The problem in Standard is that you don't want to play any weapons that actually have attack values. You don't want to play any of them. So you can play, like, double Gorehowl or something, right? Like, in Wild, I think this could be really cool in a Control Warrior deck, where you run Death's Bite and Gorehowl. So 6 mana, deal 4 or 7 to everything. That's a super strong card in a class that has good control tools, but no good AoEs. You have, like, Sleep with the Fishes, which requires synergy. And you have Brawl, which always leaves something standing, and you don't know what it is. So, this is the closest thing to a single card, standalone, just kill the shit removal spell that Warrior's gotten so far. Other than Warpath. I think if this were printed one set earlier than this might have seen a lot more play. But we have Warpath, so it's like, just play Warpath instead, right? Just play Warpath instead. And that's even in Wild. In Standard, there's like no good weapons, attack-wise. Like, Blood Razor is your best weapon, and it's 6 mana, deal 2 to everything. Not good. It's just not good. So, I don't know. This card might see some use in Wild. That's just all I'm going to say. It might be able to come together in Wild. You might play, like, Deadly Arsenal and Warpath. And just, like, no brawls, no sleeps. Is that crazy? Maybe. I don't know. Black Hell Gun Turret. It's bad. It seems bad. The coolest thing is that it's 24 damage in Wild with Bouncing Blade. So you clear the board, and then you play this and Bouncing Blade, and you deal 24 to them. And that's really good. So bad might be an overstatement. It's not bad. It's just not. It's only good as a combo piece. I don't think, like, you ever just play this and just have it be there. Because dealing 3 damage to a random enemy is, like, good, but it's not 7 mana good. And then you have to keep triggering it. It doesn't just do it on its own. I could be wrong. Like, with the Whirlwind hero power, you just play this, and then you Whirlwind, like, every turn. So their board's getting Whirlwinded, and then you're bolting something. And so that might be a good way to just keep the board clear. I might be being too harsh on this. I've only been seeing it as a combo piece, but as I think about it, if you could just play this, like, this just doesn't this just beat Paladin? You just play this with the Whirlwind hero power. This just kind of beats Paladin, right? Because you just keep wiping their board every single turn, and if they try to trade into it, they're getting fucked either way. I don't know. So maybe it is okay to just play. But I think the coolest way to do it, Bouncing Blade combo piece. But you have to clear the board and then have them not play stuff. And still find 6 more damage. Finding 6 isn't that hard. And honestly, play it in your Deadly Arsenal double Gorehowl deck, and then you have your Gorehowl already out. And you clear the board the turn before. Some weird noises. You could even, if they play 1 minion, you Gorehowl it. Oh, you can't do that. Never mind. You can't Gorehowl it and then go face. So you clear the board before, alright? You clear the board before, and then you Black Howl and Bouncing Blade, swing Gorehowl, boom, lethal. The card's okay. I don't know if it's great, though, but it's okay.